I am very thankful that all of my beautiful grandchildren could make it to Grandpa Jonas's house tonight. We will wrap up this night with a quick bedtime story. This story takes place a few months prior to my turning 12. This story is also written in a book titled The Giver by Lois Lowry. I was very excited to turn 12. When I turned 12, I would be given an assignment. This assignment would be like my career for the rest of my life. I had no idea what assignment I might be given, so I anxiously waited for the day of the ceremony. Finally, that long-awaited day came. I was going to soon find out what my assignment would be. All of the 12s were called to the stage. We filed in nicely and sat down in numerical order. The chief elder began calling numbers and giving assignments. I was number 19, so it seemed like it was going to take forever till it got to my turn. Finally, the chief elder called number 18, and I was getting excited. But then, she just moved from 18 right to 20. She completely skipped me. This was beyond humiliating. Everyone in the crowd looked just as confused as I was. This had never happened at a ceremony before. I waited till the end to see if the chief elder would call my number. Once all the 12s had received their assignment, the chief elder came back to me. She told me that I had been selected to be the receiver of memory for our community. I was going to be trained under the present receiver of memory. I met with him the following Monday. He told me to call him the Giver. The Giver would be transferring memories from him to me. The way he did this was to lay his hands on my bare back and recall a memory, and then through his hands the memory would come to me. He shared very pleasant memories with me, such as snow and sledding. He showed me colors, which was something I had never seen before. And, most importantly, he showed me love. I was so confused as to why no one else in my community had known about these wonderful things. I asked the Giver. The Giver told me that the reason my community did not know these wonderful things was because if they wanted memories, they had to have all the memories. And with the good memories came painful memories as well. The Giver felt that I was ready to start receiving some of these painful memories. I received memories of physical pain, such as a broken arm. I received memories of war and the pain war brought. I learned that release was just a fancy word for death. It was agonizing for my mind to digest these awful events. My community didn't want to live in a place where there was memory, but I did. In order for this to happen, I had to go elsewhere. If I wanted to live where love, snow, and color were remembered, I had to leave my community. So that is just what I did. Throughout my journey with the Giver, I learned the valuable lesson of perseverance. I learned this tough lesson when the Giver began giving me agonizing, painful memories. I didn't know how to handle these memories at first. I had sleepless nights after a day of receiving distressing memories. I knew that I was helping the Giver and my community by receiving these memories, so I kept on. I also learned perseverance on my journey to elsewhere. This trek to a new community was awful, and I was leaving everything I knew behind. I knew it would be worth it to live in a place where memory was still alive, so I pressed on. Oh, look at the time! I seem to have gotten away with going a little past bedtime with my story. You guys were great listeners tonight. I highly recommend checking out Lois Lowry's book if you would like a longer and more thorough narrative of the story I've shared with you tonight. She writes in a way that I'm sure all of my brilliant grandchildren would understand. Off to bed now, children. Good night.